Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my AFC playoff lookout for the 6th seed in the AFC for the playoffs. I think 1 through 5 is pretty much a done deal with the Patriots for the AFC East, Steelers for the AFC North. I think the Texans are going to win the AFC South. AFC West, I think, will go to the Chiefs, and I think the Chargers will get that 5th spot in the AFC wildcard. But for that 6th spot in the AFC wildcard, I think it comes down to these 6 teams I have in front of you right here. 5 of these teams are 5-5, with the exception of the Denver Broncos, who are 4-6. But we're gonna put them in there. They're the only 4-6 team right now, so we'll put them in there. But I don't think the Broncos are really a factor. But I'm gonna be nice and put them in there. Basically, if you look at these 6 teams, I went through all these teams' schedules, went through a lot of scenarios, and what I could tell you is that I think that the Dolphins and the Broncos, I could say, are definitely probably not going to be in the playoffs, especially the Broncos. The Dolphins still have a shot, but to me, the Dolphins are overrated. They play the Colts, actually, this upcoming Sunday, and those teams are both 5-5 teams, and the Colts are 9-point favorites at home, so I don't think the Dolphins, and Ryan Tannehill is coming back. If you watch my videos, you know how I feel about Ryan Tannehill. He sucks. So I don't think the Dolphins are really that much of a factor. So it's going to come down to these 4 teams. Ravens, Colts, Titans, Bengals, all on your left side of the screen. I went through these 4 team schedules. I'm going to talk about each team a little bit. I'm going to say the least to the most likely scenario. I think the least likely scenario is that the Cincinnati Bengals make the playoffs out of these 4 teams. I don't have Cincinnati making it. I think that the Cincinnati Bengals, Marvin Lewis is calling the defensive plays, which tells me he thinks his job is on the line. And we're going to have a video tomorrow, by the way, of all the coaches on the hot seat going into the rest of the season, who is coaching for their job at this point. So, basically, the Cincinnati Bengals, Andy Dalton doesn't wow me. The defense looks like crap at times. I'm not gonna really say they look like crap against the Ravens, because that was a whole new ball game against the Ravens with the offensive looks and stuff. But the Bengals offense doesn't wow me. I know AJ Green says he's coming back. I don't think it'll be much of a help because it's the Bengals. I mean, you really gonna believe in the Bengals? So that's why I have the Bengals as the least likely. Next, I have it's a tie. I think I give the Ravens and the Colts an equal shot at making the playoffs. Let's talk about the Indianapolis Colts first. They've been a surprise team. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they are right now. And they're 5-5. They're getting the Dolphins. I think they're going to beat the Dolphins and go 6-5. So they'll be 6-5 in 11 games into the season. I would not have thought that at the beginning of the year. I thought maybe 3 or 4 wins for this team at this point. You look at the Colts. They have a really good quarterback in Andrew Luck. But the one in T.Y. Hilton's pretty good. The defense, they have made some plays, the Indianapolis Colts defense, but I'm not sold on them. I'm not really sold on much of this team in Indianapolis. I like the coaching staff. I like the quarterback. I like the number 1 wide receiver. But outside of that, I can't say that I like that much of this team. I think they still have to grow a lot. They're on the right track, though. I'll definitely say that about the Colts. They're on the right track. But I think that the Indianapolis Colts, I think they're just going to miss it. Baltimore Ravens, I think the Baltimore Ravens, it comes down to one thing and one thing only. Well, really 2 things. One, the coaching staff has to be aggressive. I liked what I saw against Cincinnati. I thought the coaching staff was aggressive, but they got to keep that up if they want to make the playoffs, in my opinion, the Baltimore Ravens. 2, and I'm going to do a video on this later, the quarterback situation. Lamar Jackson, Joe Flacco. Some people even say RG3 should be in there. I'm not going to put RG3 in there. I think RG3 is a guy. I think RG3 is a serviceable backup, but I don't think he should be starting. I know he got in for a play or 2 against the Bengals, because the Ravens have been throwing a lot of weird offensive formations at these defenses because of the Lamar Jackson threat. But I think what it's going to come down to is who they decide for that quarterback situation. It sounds like they're gonna lean towards Joe Flacco once he comes back. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure if you want to go that direction, because I know Lamar Jackson. I don't like him rushing the ball 27 times, or really 24 times, because he needed 3 times. But he should really only be rushing the ball 12 times at that. Even like give him 8-10 like rushes a game. Call like 5 to 8 design rush plays for him. Running plays for him. But outside of that, he shouldn't be running the ball 25 freaking times a game. That's going to be a problem for the Ravens. But I think that quarterback situation is really the main target for them. If they make the right decision, I'm not saying who I'm for, but I'm saying I'm not 100% sure about either one. I have a decision, but I'm not 100% sold on either one. I think that would be what they do. So I think that will tell the season. So depends who they get at the quarterback position. Not who they get. It depends who they decide to go with for the rest of the year. I'm going to say this right now off the bat. I say play both of them if you can, like under center. Like not just like I know they've been playing Lamar under center like 3 to 5 plays a game. I'll put Lamar Jackson under center at least 15 plays a game if I'm the Ravens at this point. Because I am not sold on Joe Flacco one bit. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But I think it really comes down to that quarterback situation for the Ravens. And then the Tennessee Titans. The Titans to me are the most likely scenario because I think their schedule is easy enough. They get the Giants. They get the Jaguars. They get the Texans this upcoming Monday. I think they're going to win that game in Houston, by the way. They do get Indy at home. That's going to be tough. They do, I believe, get they get somebody else that's pretty tough as well. The Redskins, yeah, they get the Redskins at home. That's probably a win now though with Colt McCoy starring. No offense to Colt McCoy, but that's a downgrade from Alex Smith. But I think the Titans are going to make the playoffs out of these 6 teams. I really do. I know I might be homing a little bit as a Titans fan, but if you look at these schedules, you look at the question marks. I know Marcus Mariota got injured. It sounds like he's going to be ready for Monday against the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. So, as long as he's ready, he's at least 85%. I'm confident in the Titans. I believe Marcus Mariota, because the Titans and the Colts, they played each other that last week. That game's going to be on Sunday Night Football, determining that 6th and final AFC wildcard spot. I believe in Marcus Mariota. I think he's going to get the job done against the Colts at home. And that's why I think the Tennessee Titans are going to get that 6th and final wild card spot. So, I think the order of it will be number 6, the 6th and final wild card spot, Tennessee Titans. Then number 7, just missing is the Colts. Then the Ravens. And then the Bengals. Then the Dolphins. Then the Broncos. So that's what I think it's going to be. Comment down below if you disagree with that. If you think the Ravens, Colts, or Bengals, or maybe even the Dolphins or Broncos will get that final wild card spot. But I think it's the Tennessee Titans. I think they're going to be getting that final wild card spot. So that's my reaction to that. This is my AFC playoff forecast right here. So the playoff forecast. NFC, we might do one like maybe tomorrow, but to me the AFC race is more interesting. So thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. I want to build this YouTube channel up, so please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And also, please like the video as well. Thanks for watching again. This is McD the Beast, signing off.